it is. Before we get started, I'd appreciate it as you come in, you hit that like button. In order to hit that like button, if you're looking at your mobile device, make sure if you're looking at your mobile device, top right corner, if you see those 3 white dots at the top right corner, hit those 3 white dots, and it should lead you to being able to press that like button. I would greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate that. So on this video, I'm going to talk about Unc, and I'm not going to waste too much time. Like I said, I just want to get straight to it. So I believe coming up soon, it could be in the next 3 years. I definitely don't think it, I don't think it will take half a decade, but I would definitely say in the next 3 to 5 years, Shannon Sharpe will be the highest paid sports commentator in America. Plain and simple. Think about it. Who are you taking over Shannon Sharpe right now in America? Now, there may be some people that you would take based off your taste, but for the most part, overall, we're talking about overall, you obviously we know he's an expert in football, but he does well speaking in other subjects as well, right? He does well in interviewing, and we already know when it comes to entertainment is always going to be king. There has never been a time in history where entertainment wasn't important. I would say entertainment is damn near as important as gold or anything that's of value. There's, you know what I mean? So with that being said, when it comes to Unc, overall, who are you taking over? Are you taking Stephen A over Shannon Sharpe? No. How about Pat McAfee? Some people the flavor of Pat McAfee people may like, but when I say will you take someone over Shannon Sharpe, you got to take everything that goes with it. Everything, not just one subject matter, every subject matter in general. But then when it comes to the entertainment part, when it comes to the what would it be? The interviewing part. So you got Club Shay Shay. He's already proven all of those things. He got one channel that's about to be 3 million subscribers. He got another one that's going to easily be 2, or it's probably going to catch up with Club Shay Shay by the end of this year. So you got 2 channels that this guy's going to have a total of 5 to 6 million subs on all together. And we see on Club Shay Shay right now as we speak, the dude, every interview he's hitting at least 1 million views, at least. And this is the thing about Shannon. Shannon has a great team behind him, and he makes no bones about it. I can't do this without my team. So Shannon makes sure they gets paid handsomely. Did you hear what Shannon said about his team? He pays 6 figures and he pays their taxes. So they're getting all that hand over fist. So my point is, when it comes to Shannon and what he can provide as a whole, who you taking over? Not Stephen A. Smith, not Chris Broussard, not Rob Parker, definitely not Skip Bayless. We already knew that the Undisputed was Shannon's show, right? He was just confined to speaking on the subject matter that Skip wanted him to speak on. He can't do nothing about that. So you're not taking him. You're not taking Keyshawn Johnson. You're not taking, I'm trying to think of the Nick Wright. And I like Nick Wright. I'm not taking him over Shannon Sharpe, right? Will Baum. I like Will Baum. I like Stu Gatz. I like, what's the guy name? Colin Coward. But think about it. Name, please, in the comments, somebody let me know right now in America, American sports commentator, who you taking over Unc? Overall, everything that Unc provides, I can't think of one that's better than him. Charles Barkley. And I love Charles. As great as Charles was, and Charles currently, I think he has one of the highest paid contracts. I think from what I read, he would get paid between 200 and 300 million. Like the contract can get him, he can get as much as, like when you add all the incentives and everything like that, he can get as high as 300 and something, which is amazing. I think Charles is super great. Ernie, Kenny, Shaq, Crow, to me, overall, Shannon Sharpe is the best out there. If I'm doing a draft right now, sports commentator, Shannon is number 1 for what he provides in totality, right? And so that's why I'm saying that Shannon will be the highest paid sports commentator. And this is the thing about Shannon. 2 things I noticed about Shannon. Shannon does not burn bridges, which is great because you never want to try to step on people or burn bridges while you're moving up. And another thing Shannon does a great job at, I don't know if he's a guy that's ever read the 48 Laws of Power, but he never tries to outshine his master. Not saying that he looks at Skip or Stephen A. Smith as his master, but these are guys that he's under at this moment based off them bringing them in. He's better than Stephen A. ever been at any point of his career right now. But he ain't got to say that. All he got to do is continue to be himself, not try to overdo things. Don't try to step over Stephen A. Just be yourself. Obviously, lower yourself. Keep like let people know who you are, but don't overdo it. He's going to get to do. Eventually, in terms of talent. I mean, right now you can just see the talent oozing out, right? You can see the shining out right now, right? But Shannon does a great job at not trying to outshine his master. He understands that. But yeah, I just think, I think based off his work ethic, that's another thing. If I'm looking at, like, I like Chuck, but if I have to choose between him and Shannon overall, I'm choosing Shannon every time. Also, Shannon is just a way harder worker than Chuck. Chuck don't like to work like that. This is from his own admission. Remember, we use the word bus or capping, but he made fun of Stephen A. I ain't gonna be doing all that work and getting that puny check. It's like, damn. So getting millions of dollars and you're actually working to make your money, like, that's a bad thing? Like, think about everybody in America who works their ass off, and we got to work our ass off 60-hour weeks, sometimes 80-hour weeks, and maybe we hit 80 grand at the end of the year. But Stephen A. works his ass off, and he's making millions, and you remember Chuck got onto him about that. So that's another thing. Chuck just don't have the work ethic of a Shannon Sharpe. I think Shannon Sharpe is more entertaining. Chuck can be entertaining in certain instances as well. He's funny. I'm not going to take nothing from him. But I think overall, I would rather deal with, I like Unc. And then if you look at both of these guys, Shannon is more well-versed in basketball than Chuck is in football. So though Chuck obviously knows more basketball than what Shannon knows basketball, if they both were to speak each other's sports, Shannon is going to do a much better job at speaking about basketball than Chuck would about football. And then we know when it comes to football, my man Shannon, the man is an absolute genius, man. Right? And when it comes to his memory, the shit that he can contain and remember and keep, savant. The dude just remembers everything. It's insane. It's pretty insane. So I really enjoy, like, when I get an opportunity and the privilege to watch nightcaps and stuff like that, and he talks about stuff from back in the day, or if Chad Ochocinco is asking him questions and stuff like that, you really get to see Shannon brain power, man. He remembers quite a bit of shit. It's crazy. But yeah, I like I said, I just think based off his work ethic, and then look what he's doing off the muscle, meaning that Club Shay Shay right now is at, let me get the exact number as I'm speaking to y'all, because I can give y'all the exact number without having to guess the number. So Club Shay Shay right now, y'all, as we speak, has, come on now, pull it up, baby. It has, where is that number? 2.96 million. So he's already on the cusp of hitting 3 million subs with Club Shay Shay off the muscle, and it's been out for 3.5 years. And then you got Nightcap. I think Nightcap only been out for 4 or 5 months. And I think with Nightcap, it has 1.4? Hold on, y'all. Sorry. 1.14. So he already has 1.14 on the show that hadn't even been out for half a year, I don't think. So that tells you right there, off the muscle, Shannon is definitely worth being the highest paid sports commentator. Period. And shout out and salute to Shannon, man. I'm very proud of him. But one thing Shannon showed me, and I work quite a bit. Now, when I mean work quite a bit, we run, a child care in our home. And so that's usually from anytime, 7, a lot of times to 6. So you're talking about almost 12 hours. And then I do a lot of work outside of that. And then I do, whenever I get an opportunity, I try to make sure I'm making videos on YouTube and stuff like that. But active money, I'm talking about money that, because I don't make any money on YouTube at this point. But the active money that I make, I'm probably working 80-hour plus hour weeks. But even with the hours that I work, I look at Shannon's page based off the team he pays them handsomely. He pays them a full six-figure salary, and I'm pretty sure it's like 200,000, 300,000, 400,000. And he's paying their taxes. And he has a certain like his work ethic, his scheduling and stuff, absolutely insane. Based off the stuff that I see from Shannon, I'm like, damn, dude, you just don't work hard enough. I don't even make excuses for myself, because I'm like, yes, I am, like right now, I can't just be here making videos all day. But I still don't give myself that excuse. I'm like, damn, I just don't work hard enough right now. So I need to make sure that any little time I get to make a video, I need to make sure I'm squeezing those things in. You know what I mean? And if that's a pause moment, y'all pause. But yeah, I'm very proud watching Shannon do what he does, man. He has his team. They're a well-oiled machine. He pays them handsomely. He takes care of them to the fullest. I'm pretty sure he makes sure that their benefits is good. And that's another thing I was going to say about Shannon. I was hearing people say, well, he needs to leave. He doesn't need ESPN and things of that nature. I'm like, dude, this is why Shannon is who he is. And this is why whoever's saying that goofy shit is who you are. Not you who's watching the video, but the person that may be saying that. Shannon understands, like, he's getting paid a hefty salary. He's gonna probably command a really big salary. Like I said, if Chuck is worth 200 to 300 million, Shannon's worth 5 to 6, 7, in my opinion. But you got money that's coming in, so that's always going to be money that's available to his team. He may never have to reach into his own salary to pay his team, but that's an insurance policy. Yes. Then you got to remember, him working for ESPN or any other like high-level employer, benefits are amazing. Like, people don't realize how much money you have to pay when you're doing anything that's like self-employed. Even if you're rich, you got to pull a lot out your ass to pay. And then imagine having your own company and you're getting benefits for your team. So I'm pretty sure Shannon got benefits for his team. So that's a lot of money that's coming out of his pocket. He's paying their taxes. What other employer pays your taxes? If you working at your job right now, do your job pay your taxes? Hell no. They do quite the opposite. They make your ass go pay those taxes. You know what I mean? And so Shannon's paying their taxes. I'm pretty sure he provides excellent benefits. And so it would behoove him to do what he's doing right now. You're working for an employer that's going to continue to get your name out there. It's not about not needing you. It's just about continually to build my portfolio, right? He's going to put himself in a position where they're going to be like, look, man, the ratings are just through the roof when we got Shannon. Like, we got to pay this guy. So again, that's going to be insurance policy when it comes to money that he can always provide for his team of people. And then, like I said, when it comes to the benefits, he's going to be able to take care of that the way it needs to. But there's always going to be money coming from elsewhere outside of the money that his team is just making. Now, if Shannon is able to pay his team based off the money that's coming directly, like the money they're making, great. But it never hurts to have money in other baskets too. So if something was to go awry, where the money ain't coming in fast enough, he still got money coming in elsewhere that he can utilize to pay his team. Because as a person that owns a business, you want to always make sure your employees are taken care of first. Got to. Like, yes, you may have expenses you got to take care of, but your employees got to be taken care of, because if not, guess what? Their ass gone. That's the worst thing you can do, is be a person that's not trustworthy of paying people on time. So Shannon's going to always make sure he does that. You know, but yeah, based off the things that I've said at the beginning of the video, Shannon Sharpe will be the highest paid commentator in America. I don't know how the entirety of the world work. I'm pretty sure in the world there's commentators that get paid much more. I'm pretty sure in the world there are people or companies that pay their commentators more than what Shannon can receive here. But in America, as I see it right now, and based off the muscle of Shannon doing what he's done for these 2 YouTube channels, and it ain't gonna do nothing but continue to grow. He's definitely proved his worth of being the highest paid. Is there something, if there's somebody else that y'all believe that should be paid higher than Shannon Sharpe, let me know in the comments, please, and give me your reason why. Like I said, you know my reason why Shannon would be paid. He would be the highest paid commentator in my eyes. Outside of ratings, he's already shown off the muscle that he's worth the money. Like I don't think Charles Barkley has his own YouTube channel that he shares with someone that has a million or two subscribers. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Right? I know Pat McAfee has over 2 million subs, but with Shannon has 2 million, over 2 million subs, or almost 3 in one, and then on the other one he has over one. So he's already proven his work, and he's just going to continue to get better. It's going to continue to get better. With that being said, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed this. Like I said, I want to continue to be consistent with pushing out these lives. And then as I get more comfortable, I can have better setups. Maybe I go downstairs and do the live. Right now, it's just my green screen. So obviously, it's not the prettiest thing to look at. But maybe down the road, I'll have a better background behind me and things of that nature. But I only can start where I can start at. But I do want to make sure I'm hitting y'all with these live videos more and more consistently, outside of just the shorts and stuff of that nature. All right. But anyways, if you make it this far into the video, which is at the 16, 30, 37 mark, I would greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it if you take time to hit that like button. And again, how you can hit that like button, if you look, I don't know if my hand's pointing at the right way, but if you're on your mobile device, you see the 3 white dots at the top right corner, click on that thing, and it should move you to the space where you can press the like button. Okay. With that being said, that's my thoughts. Shannon will be the highest paid commentator in America. It's coming soon. Book it. All right, y'all. Love y'all. I'm out of here. And until the next video.